Hello and welcome to the Unashamed Moms podcast. I am joined today by my beautiful cousin, Natasha.
Happy to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Always.
It's just tell us all about yourself. You're a mother.
I am a mom. I'm a single mom to two boys, 9 and 6, Carson and Zane.
And I love them. They're so cute. I think you might, if anybody watched the vlog, the wedding vlog, I think they were in there. They were so cute.
I love that I could be a part of your wedding with them. Yeah. That was very special for me and for them.
Yeah.
So thanks for having us. It was so good.
I'm so happy that you guys had so much fun. They were the cutest ever. I remember coming before we went. It's all Carson would talk about.
It was very special for him. He had never been to the United States, so that was like a big deal for him, and he was bragging to all his friends. And you know, the day of your wedding, everyone got out of the limo and Zane took Mateo's hand and walked him up, and he had a Charizard, I remember. And that was a beautiful moment for me. Yeah. That was very special and something that I'll never forget.
You know, Mateo brings up Zane every single day.
Really?
He's like, Zane went home. Yes, you did.
Aw, you know what? Together, it was great because they entertained each other. Mm-hmm. And Mateo just kind of followed them around.
I think that if they weren't there, it would have made my life a little bit harder.
Me too, because then my kids would have just had each other.
Yeah.
There could have been some fighting. I don't know.
I think some semen just came out.
You need to put it back in. Oh, God.
If I keep that in, I'm trying to have a baby. It's ovulation time now.
That's real and raw.
Yeah.
That is real and raw. Everyone knows who's trying to have a baby.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But that's like... it's dirty.
Hopefully I'm okay. But yeah, no, how... We were talking earlier, and you said that... I don't know if you... I'll cut it out if you don't want to say that. You tell people to stay married.
Oh.
Which I feel the same way, because when I had problems with my husband, I was like, I will stay in this marriage because I don't want to share my son.
It's really hard to share your kids.
Exactly.
It's hard to miss out on your kids.
Right.
Maybe not share them, but to miss out on them. My heart hurts. It feels empty the day that they leave until the day that they come back. And people always say, like, oh, but this is the time for you. But my life revolves around my kids, so I don't know how to live when I'm not with them.
That makes a lot of sense, because it's really, it's so hard. Like, you do have to share Christmas.
Every holiday, things that you don't think about, you have to share. And for the kids, they're going from one place to the other, which is something that I didn't want or think about that. I didn't foreshadow that, but it's very difficult. I'm very lucky that I was able to stay in the same home so that the kids never had to move.
Yes,
that wasn't a big change for them, and they still have their connection with their friends and the house that they grew up in. But yeah, half my heart is always gone.
This is really hard. It is so hard.
It's really... Pardon?
Would you have another?
I always thought that it would be nice to have another baby with someone that I loved, mm-hmm. and to share that with. Like, everybody wants that. Nobody goes into a marriage wanting a divorce.
Yeah. So
it would be nice to have like a full family, but at the same time, on the flip side of that, I love Carson and Zane, and I love my time with them, and I have adapted to being a single mom. And even when I went to Vegas, I remember when I left your wedding, I held their hands and we walked to New York, and I'm like, it just doesn't get better than this. It's me and my kids, and that was a special feeling, and it was so special to me as a single mom to be able to bring them to Vegas and experience that with them.
Which is so beautiful. And when I think about the hard times, I always think about you and your kids. Like, they are so chill now. I'm sorry that you're crying.
Oh, no, it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Like, even seeing you in Vegas with them was like, okay, it gets better.
It does get better.
Because you said you were out with them till like 2 a.m. or something.
The first night,
like so much fun.
The first night we got there, we got there late, so we put our bags down, we got something to eat, and then we looked at Circus, and then walked the strip. And yeah, we stayed up. Maybe 2 a.m. was a little bit late, but we made it happen.
I feel like
we experienced it. We experienced Vegas. We got to walk the strip. We got to see, the bands, the music, the shows along the way. And then the rest of the trip was we went to go see a soccer game. Like Carson, my older son, loved soccer, so we took him there. And then we did the water slides, and then we did the amusement park. And they went in a limo for the first time.
Oh yeah,
like that was amazing.
Yeah.
So it does get better, but it also gets harder too, because then you deal with school, and if something happens, or if they've been bullied, or you deal with other problems. So it does get better, but there is always worry.
That is really sad. I saw a TikTok where it was like motherhood is so sad because you only experience one thing once or something. Like they're only a newborn once and then a toddler once. And for me, thinking of Mateo growing up and being like an actual boy is like a little traumatizing.
It is. It really is. You miss those moments, but you get to experience new moments with them. Yeah. I'm very fortunate because my younger one, Zane, still cuddles me and still holds me. I mean, he bought me a necklace in Vegas. Like it's like I don't need a newborn again because I have that connection still, if that makes sense. Yes. But you know what? It's all just phases. There's good, there's bad, there's happy, there's lows. But I get to watch their soccer games, and I get to go to their assemblies and their track meets. So it gets exciting.
I think that's so much fun.
It's really fun, and you'll get that with Mateo. Like he did soccer.
He still does. He did today.
I can see him being a soccer star.
He loves, but he's left-footed, which I think is a good thing.
I think that's great.
I don't know,
because not a lot of kids are left-footed.
But no, he loves it. He loves soccer so much. He can kick a ball.
I can see that.
Yeah. So, and Carson wants to be pro soccer, no? Or hockey?
Carson does hockey for fun, but he wants to be a professional soccer player. And he's been saying that since he was 2 years old. I love that. I took him to his first Whitecaps game when he was 2. Actually, my dad had tickets, and I thought, you know what, Dad, like maybe don't waste them on us because Carson doesn't sit. And I was pregnant with Zane at the time, and I'm like, I do not have the energy to chase my child through BC Place.
How are you doing?
But I did it. And I remember packing, like, those, I can't even remember what they're called, mums. Just things that would have them sit still and be occupied, basically. And when we got there and they started, my child did not. This is someone that couldn't sit. He sat the whole game and watched the ball and asked questions. And ever since that day, I thought that's different. Like, that's special. So I put him into soccer. And since that day, he's been like, I want to play soccer. I want to be a professional soccer player. And it's never changed.
Oh, my goodness. Because I really want to take Mateo to a game because I think it was so much fun. But I'm like, this child.
Let's see if he sits still.
But no, if Carson did it, that's crazy.
Carson did it. And I'm not joking. Like, Carson was running before he could walk. And I remember being so nervous, that he would fall and hurt himself. So I used to take him to the basketball court so that he could go. And all the kids in our neighborhood would sit at stations and they'd paint or they would do chalk and they would just go from station to station. And my kid would be running laps and trying to get people to race him. And so the fact that he sat at a game was incredible.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wait, Zane also plays soccer?
Zane plays soccer too. It's funny because Zane is very coordinated. And I think from watching his brother, he just knows the game.
Yeah.
Like, he just goes out there and he's like, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. But he's very chill.
Yeah.
Like, he's a very chill baby.
Okay. He's sweet. He's so kind.
Zane is a sweet, he is a sweet soul.
Yeah.
Like, I always say to him, never change, you're a gift to this world.
Yeah.
Like, we need more people like you.
Definitely.
Like, he just thinks about others and it's such a good quality.
He really does. And you can just feel, like, his energy and his vibe when you're around him.
Yeah.
It's very calming.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
And he's very, like, even with Isaiah, my nephew, he helps my mom, like, put him in, because if he doesn't want to go or won't go in his car seat, he'll put him in for him. And, like, it's sweet. It's a nice gift.
Zane is the Cancer or Carson's the Cancer?
Carson.
So going back to you being a single mother, what do you think are, like, for other people, like, what are the challenges of being a single mother, and what are the pros?
Ooh, that's good. I like how you added pros in there.
Yeah.
Challenges, doing everything on your own.
Yeah.
But it's also rewarding. It's like you're like a super mom and like superpower. Doing everything on your own. It is really difficult, but your body adapts. Like, I think as women, we're powerful and we just go, and we just do it. We just make it happen. It's always there. But definitely just, getting them up, getting them ready, getting to school, going to work. And then I've been very fortunate. I work around their schedule. So I'm able to drop off and pick up, and then feeding them, getting them to their sports, because they play a lot of sports, homework, bedtime, and just you're just going all day, and you don't have someone to be like, hey, I just don't have it today, because you have to have it. You're sick, you have to have it. I'm also very fortunate that I live in a village and I'm very connected to my community. And so there is help if you're like, hey, both my kids have, and this rarely happens, but both my kids have soccer at the same time. Can you take one and I'll take one of yours? Very fortunate for the community.
Like, your neighbors, or?
Just friends from like from the same school.
Okay, yeah.
And
amazing.
So that is really nice. It's really rewarding, and I doing it with my kids, there's just so much love, and it is powerful. And I'm a go-go person. I'm very busy, and I like to be active, and I like to do events, and so I don't have to ask anybody. Like, it's like, hey, do you guys want to do this? Do you want to do this? And it's just like we're on our own routine, but they love it. And they've adapted. So there are pros and cons, but it is, like you said, it's tough to share, and you have to split holidays. Even when I travel, you got to get a consent form. Like, and I'm just learning all this stuff. This is all new. I always say, like, I've had to adapt, accept, to it's almost like a new beginning on what it looks like.
Definitely. Oh yeah, what about your week alone?
My week alone is tough. It's never easy saying goodbye, and that is where I've had to accept and adapt to something different. I love that my kids are, they play a lot of sports, and that they go every other day, so I can still see them. I still go to every practice. I still go to any game or every game, and that's a non-negotiable thing. Like, that's for me is when I do date, they have to accept that lifestyle. Like, my kids are number one, and it helps them because they get to see me, and it helps me. So I do as much for them, but also for myself. So I do get to see them. I do get phone calls with them. I guess I just I count the days till I see them again. I do, but I can, like, I played basketball. I got to do that for myself. And, a lot of people say, and this is if you are a single mom or not, self-care is very important.
Definitely.
They do say it's really hard. Make sure you eat a lot, and because eating is hard as a mom when you're on the go. Drink a lot of water. Make sure you get some exercise. So don't forget your vitamins. And but your brain is already like, I gotta do this. It's really hard. So it's given me that opportunity to play basketball, and now recently I'm dancing again, going to the gym, or journaling, just doing things that I'm too exhausted to do when I'm with the kids.
Definitely. Which is, I feel like it'd be nice to just have, like, maybe 1 week tops by myself.
And I am still adapting. Like, this is new, like the 1 week on, 1 week off. So I'm just trying to learn to be okay and to accept it. And the kids are good. Like, they're adapting to the transition as well.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. I feel like 1 week on, 1 week off is a little crazy for children.
It's really hard.
Yeah, because, like, for me, coming from divorced parents, I think if I was, I don't think I ever did that, but if I was going 1 week on, 1 week off, there's no grounding there.
And I think it's hard for, like, the kids too.
Yeah,
one week on, one
like
week
for
off.
them, there's no grounding for them. They're just always somewhere new, like, you know, like back and forth, back and forth.
But it gives them that opportunity to get settled, I guess. So that's
why they do a whole week.
That's why.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So they're not like 2 here, 3 here. And again, whatever schedule works for you is great. Sometimes it's 4 on, 4 off, or whatever it is, as long as it works for the kids.
Yeah, I saw this one couple. They do the kids stay in the house.
Oh, I seen that too. You know,
parents rotate.
Again, if it works, the kids are the most important thing. Mm-hmm. What works for the kids?
Yeah.
You know, the ultimate goal is, are the kids safe, healthy, happy?
Yeah, exactly.
So you slipped it out that you were trying.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was supposed to be aired or not, but hey, let's go with it. Mateo's 2, so that's a great time to start. The age difference would be like 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Carson was 18 months when I started trying with Zane, and you know, I did struggle to have Carson. I don't know do you remember that?
I do.
Carson was my 5th pregnancy.
Carson was your 5th.
He was my 5th pregnancy. So I did go through a lot. It was a roller coaster ride to even have Carson. And I was actually about to do in vitro. I was 5 days from doing in vitro when I found out I was pregnant with Carson.
So, wait, sorry. When you say that it took... Carson was your 5th pregnancy.
Yep.
So you had 4 miscarriages before Carson.
I did. So 2 were right away, which, like, I found out I was pregnant and then miscarried within a week. I lost my baby girl at 17 weeks.
17 weeks.
So
harsh.
It was devastating.
Definitely.
It affected me, and it still affects me. I went in just for a routine check the heartbeat. They couldn't find the heartbeat. And so they sent me to the hospital where I saw a specialist and then found out that there was no heartbeat. So I had to deliver her.
You delivered her, or they just sucked her out?
No, I delivered her.
How do you deliver her?
So they put like stuff up to...
Like induce you?
To induce me into labor. And it
you saw her?
I did see her.
Oh my goodness.
And I remember your body's in shock.
Yeah.
So I go there thinking, you know, I'm almost halfway. This is great, to being rushed to the hospital to the next day not being pregnant. It was the weirdest feeling and hard thing to go to. And I remember all my friends, because, you know, we were 25. We're all having kids around the same time. And that was really hard for me, but then also hard for them, because you want to celebrate their pregnancies. I just didn't have it in me, but I was happy for them. So,
which is completely okay. Don't feel bad that you weren't able to support them.
I did go to the baby showers. I couldn't go to the first birthday because I just thought like my baby girl should be one.
Yeah.
And
How
then
did they feel that you didn't go?
Some understood, some didn't, but it was something that I had to do for me. Mm-hmm. It was something that I was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not even pregnant yet again. So I ended up getting pregnant again. And then at 12 weeks, I miscarried another baby girl. So that was my 4th. And then I thought, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with me. Like, why can't I have a healthy baby? I didn't have a problem getting pregnant. I had a problem staying pregnant with a healthy baby. So I went to Genesis, and they were amazing. You know, you go from doctor to doctor to doctor, and you realize at that time that nobody cares.
Yeah,
like you need to advocate for yourself. And that's when I learned, like, I need to do something different. So I went to Genesis, and I spoke with this lady, and all she cared about was me getting pregnant. She didn't care how. She didn't care if I spent the money there. She just wanted this to work for me. And I remember 5 days before I was about to do the orientation for in vitro, I got pregnant. And I called her. And I remember her saying to me, she did the ultrasound, and she was like, you're 7.5 weeks pregnant. The risk of you miscarrying is 15%. Everything looks good. And she said, I just had to scare you with how much money it was going to cost, and boom, you got pregnant. She didn't care. And she treated me.
You let go.
Because
you could get
I
pregnant.
felt like, this is how I felt. I felt like Carson was meant to be here.
Definitely.
Like, that soul was waiting for me, and everything went right. I ovulated like 2 days after my period, because I wasn't trying.
Yeah.
Right? So 2 days after I ovulated, I got pregnant. It was a boy. The ones that I had lost that I had found out about were girls. I had taken some medication to help with the quality of my eggs. Like, I went through so many hurdles and everything was going right. And then when I held Carson, it was like, you were waiting for me and I was waiting for you. Exactly. It was like this special moment.
If you had had those girls, Carson wouldn't be here. Yeah.
And I actually went to a medium, like a spiritual lady, and she said like her soul, like they switch places. Like her soul is in Carson and Carson was supposed to be here. So sometimes that happens. And I believe in that. I do too. And so, yeah, Carson was my 5th and Zane was my 6th, and Zane, I got pregnant right away. But the age...
Because you were using those pills?
I was using pills, yeah.
Okay,
yeah. I went to a fertility clinic and I got pills that helped the quality of my eggs. And both times it worked.
I love that.
It worked both times. And I recommended them to people that were, struggling like me, and it worked for them as well.
And these pills you got at the fertility clinic?
At the fertility clinic, yeah. I didn't buy them online. I didn't go on Amazon. I went to the fertility clinic.
Perfect.
And they gave them to me.
Amazing.
Yeah.
For anybody who wants... For me, what I recommend people is sea moss. It helps with fertility.
What is it? Where do you get it?
From the ocean.
Oh!
Yeah, I have some. You can have it. But it's like...
I'm not trying to get pregnant.
But it helps with the fertility. I should probably take some of that now.
Are you just starting to try?
Yes.
Because I know you said after your wedding, you didn't want to be sick at your wedding, because that is very difficult when you have one already and you're sick.
That's what I'm really nervous about.
Yeah. I was really nervous about that too.
So nervous. And so wait, if Carson was 18 months when you gave birth, how old was he?
When I gave birth to Zane?
Yeah.
Carson was 28 months, so 2 years, 4 months.
So that was a challenge, having a toddler and
It was very challenging. Zane, I remember he was a November baby and got sick quite often because of Carson. Mm-hmm. And so it was a lot for me. And your heart is split. It's the weirdest feeling. I have a 2-year-old that needs me and I'm used to. And then you got this newborn baby that needs so much of you too. So you're almost playing tug of war. Mm-hmm. And there's no rest. So when you have your first baby and you're tired, you can take a nap with the baby. Mm-hmm. But for me, Carson needed one-on-one time. He needed to feel like, Definitely. That connection as well. And so I remember I looked in the mirror and I thought, oh my God, I don't even recognize myself anymore. I'm very thin because I'm not eating, because I'm, don't have time. Mm-hmm. And I remember Zane didn't sleep. So I had bags under my eyes and I felt like I just need Botox or fillers or something. Because I never got it done.
Oh, no.
But
oh no. I don't know why I said oh no.
I didn't, but I couldn't look in the mirror.
I felt like that for 2 years.
It's really hard. Mm-hmm. It is hard, especially if you don't sleep. Mm-hmm. Sleeping is so important. And Zane had a cyst in the back of his throat that I think prevented him. Like he would always turn. He was uncomfortable when he slept, and we didn't find that out until he was a year old. So that was a little bit difficult.
Definitely.
But people always say, you're almost there, and you're like, well, when is it going to get better? And then it does.
It does, just like that.
It just goes like that.
Yeah, because after 2 years, now that I'm sleeping, because I was for sure one and done. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this shit again. But now that I sleep, now I'm like, hey, let's give me another.
You forget.
You do. Women are designed to forget. You forget,
and women we're superheroes. Mm-hmm. Like the things that we can do and adapt to and figure out, it's amazing.
Yeah, most definitely.
And giving birth.
What
I did with drugs, what I did without drugs.
Wait, did Zane without?
Yes. Zane, I drove myself to the hospital when I was going in labor.
Where was baby daddy?
So he was working, and I remember Carson being with his Nana, and I was like, I'm having contractions. And so, but they weren't, like, when I had Carson, I was like, I'm probably at like 1 centimeter. Like, it's fine. I'll be fine. And then I had doctor's appointment. So I went to the doctor's appointment and I was like, I think I'm having contractions. And they checked and they're like, you need to go to the hospital. You're 4 centimeters dilated.
And the second one usually comes shooting out. So
I got into the hospital. I believe I got to the hospital at like 2:30 and I had him at 4:30. Like maybe 4:10.
4:10. During the day?
During the day. And he was quick. And so I think the doctor knew, or the nurse knew, that there was no one there that could give me an anesthetic. And so she just kind of held off. And there was no doctor there. So she knew, I think I was at 10 centimeters, but there was no doctor. So she was waiting. And then when the doctor came in, he was like, okay, we got to have this baby. And I was like, I can't. Like,
nah.
I'm in so much pain. I feel like I'm going to die. I can't push. And he's like, you have to. And you know, because you're in so much pain, you almost forget to breathe. Like, you almost want to hold your breath. And he said to me very calmly, when you don't breathe, the baby doesn't breathe. The baby's losing oxygen. And so I was like, okay, worked on that. And then I think I pushed a little bit more, and then the cord got wrapped around Zane's neck. So he said to me, this baby needs to come out now. Again, very calmly, he needs to come out now. And then within a minute, Zane was out. Like,
wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
And you did it.
I did it.
You felt all of it. But so with Carson, did you tear?
I was really lucky. I only needed 2 stitches with Carson and 3 with Zane.
Okay, because I was going to say, usually when you do it without the epidural...
Because you can't feel it.
You don't tear.
Because you feel it. And then when you have the epidural, you don't feel it. Both my babies were small. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Probably not. You know what?
You got a big vagina. I don't know. I'm just kidding. No, it's really good. It's perfect. But I thought that you would have not teared with Zane, but you did.
Zane was he was 6 pounds 3 ounces.
Oh, that's very tiny.
He was very tiny. Both my kids were early. Carson was 3 weeks early. Zane was 2 weeks early. I remember Zane was small and the doctor was like, well, he's just a small baby. But I knew what comes along with having a small baby. There's a lot of pressure for you to feed the baby. Because the baby you naturally loses weight and then gains it back within a week. But with Carson, he was 6'7", and they were, you know, this baby needs to eat. You need to do this. And I felt like and because he was my 5th pregnancy, I was so worried about something happening to him.
I think I remember you being very scared.
Yes, you came over. I remember being like, can you wash your hands?
Yeah.
Like, if you're sick, don't come.
I think I just came straight from the jail too. Seeing my friend who went to jail. And I was like, yeah, I'm by Natasha's house.
I was with Carson, I had separation anxiety, and I felt like I had a fear of someone taking him away from me. I had been through a lot. Also, when Carson was 29 weeks, I ate granola bars that were contaminated with listeria.
Oh, shit.
And so I got sick. And again, just thought like I had the flu. And then I'm watching the news and it's like, if you have these granola bars and you've been sick, go see a doctor.
Oh my God.
Because it's dangerous for when you're pregnant and for older women, you know, with your immune system, or older people rather. Yeah. So I remember I was like, I'm 29 weeks pregnant. How could this happen to me after everything I've been through? I'm finally through the clear where I don't have to go see a specialist anymore. And now it's just like smooth sailing, you think. And I took the boxes and I went to the hospital. I was like, I ate these.
They're like, okay.
They're like, okay. And I'm like, no, they could have been contaminated with listeria. Yeah. And I'm pregnant. They had no idea what to do. Yeah, they were calling. And because it had been past a week, you couldn't test my blood to see if it was in my amniotic fluid. And so
you couldn't sue them either.
Do you remember me telling you about it?
I think so. And I was like, sue them.
Yes. Do you know I still have those boxes? I've never thrown them out. There's something about them. Like, I just can't throw them out. That must be like my PTSD.
Like, you keep them as like a reminder that you survived
I think I kept them just in case something did happen. Mm-hmm. I would have them. But now he's 9 and he's fine. But I had to go see a specialist every 2 weeks to make sure that Carson was still growing. Okay. That he was still developing.
And he was.
But they said to me, you know, we do need to wait about 4 weeks after he comes out just to make sure that everything is okay. But I did go see a specialist, and he said to me, the body is crazy, and if there was any bacteria that went into the amniotic fluid, the body would know, and it would say we need to get this baby out right away.
Wow.
And he said because that didn't happen, they can't guarantee, but he was pretty confident when he said he's fine.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
You learn a lot.
Yeah. I think the women's bodies are insane.
It's even like with the breastfeeding.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I'll never get over that.
Like the fact that your body, and too, like Carson, he didn't eat a lot, so I didn't have a lot of milk. Zane did. So I could pump and it would be great. Carson, I was like pumping for half an hour, and I got like one.
Wait, I remember we went to Vegas. You were just pumping.
Here. I remember your mom being like, I can't take it anymore.
Wait, so you were just pumping so that you wouldn't lose your milk?
Yes.
Okay, because I remember you saying like pump and dump, but that pumping and dumping isn't a thing.
When I went to Vegas, I was pumping and dumping so that I wouldn't lose my milk.
Yeah, so you wouldn't lose your
So
milk.
I had pumped before I left, and then when I came back, I was able to still breastfeed.
Yeah, that makes sense. How did you leave while breastfeeding?
That was a really hard trip for me.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was a trip that wasn't even that fun because I missed. Carson he might have been just over a year, and I left them with family, but I wasn't okay. I couldn't have fun because I was thinking about him. Is he eating? Is he okay? And I thought, why did I even come on this trip?
Yeah, like looking back at it, when I was there at the time, for me, it was like whatever, because I wouldn't really think of you like that.
Yeah. But now
like I
you can
wouldn't be able
relate.
to go.
It was really difficult.
Yeah.
It was really difficult. I felt like maybe at the time, I mean, it was so long ago, this is good for me. This is good for me to go away. But I remember calling my mom all the time. How is he? Is he okay? And they'd be like, he's fine. Like, go enjoy yourself. Put your hair down. Like, it's fine. But I wasn't okay. So it was me. It was me.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, too, being a mom, it's you.
Definitely.
They're capable. They're okay. But it's almost like you don't want to let go of them being a baby.
Exactly.
It's really hard being a mom.
It's so hard.
It's really, really hard. Your life changes.
Yeah. I don't even remember what my life was like before.
I don't even know how to be without my kids.
Yeah.
I really don't. It's like you're there, but my brain is always on my kids.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I think you were saying before we put the mics up that we were in Vegas, but really we're not there because we're just in our heads the whole entire time.
Well, I felt like that with you, and I could relate. I could relate because my kids were there and they're old enough now. So but you know what I will say, like when we went to the steakhouse, they went around that pasta bar and they didn't want anything to eat. And I thought, oh God, what am I going to do? Do I order pizza? What do I do? And then luckily they loved the steak. So then I could breathe again.
Yeah.
And then I remember talking to you.
I don't remember talking to anybody.
And you were there.
Yeah.
And I can relate because I'm a mom, but I knew that you weren't there. I know that you were like, okay, well, let's just cut the cake. Like you wanted to rush everything because probably in your mind you're thinking, well, did he eat? Does he need to eat? Mm-hmm. Is he going to have a meltdown? Like, so you're enjoying it, but your brain is on your child.
Definitely. And like the night before I had like the biggest mental breakdown.
Why?
Crying my eyes out. It was too much. Don't go to Vegas with a toddler.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I think that's why my sister didn't go.
I agree.
It would be hard. Like thinking about it, taking my kid to like we did do Mexico, and that was good because there was plays and there were like dancing. I took Carson when he was 6 months, and that was okay. That was okay. Mm-hmm. And then we took him again with Zane, and I think it was okay. I don't remember it being that bad. We had the water slides. there was like, we went to a kids resort, so maybe that's made a difference. The nap time, you gotta like go back, you know,
I think that's what fucks with me is the nap time.
the nap time is hard because you have to plan around it.
Yeah.
And you gotta go back to the room with them.
Yeah. So like I was just in the room like the whole time, and then like I'm like struggling and trying to get him to sleep, to nap,
Yes.
to eat, and it's like a whole thing. Like, oh, it was. I'll never. I think like I'll travel with him when he doesn't have nap, but then I'll have another.
So did you enjoy your wedding?
I loved the day of the wedding just because. No, I don't know if that's a lie or not. I didn't eat the whole day. I was nervous.
You don't eat the whole day,
Yeah.
even if you have a child or don't.
No,
have a
today
child.
I didn't eat until just before you came.
Yeah. You know, I still do that.
You do.
I do still do that. I don't know.
Even on your week off? Not off, sorry. But like
I think
without
my
children.
body has gotten so used to always going that I still do that, and I have to remind myself, like, Tash, this is the time where you do need to eat and slow down. But my body's so used to going. I don't even know how to be still.
Yeah.
It's hard, and it's. But I've always been a busy bee.
That's good.
My mom is like that.
She's also go.
She's go.
For me, I love to just chill. But now, when I chill, I feel like I can't chill.
You
Like,
can't?
I gotta do something.
Do you chill with Mateo? He's quite chill.
He is the opposite of chill. This kid has zero fucking chill.
But he's so good.
I think when he's with other, like,
with
that's why
other
I
kids.
love taking him to, like, play dates.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to do shit.
Yeah. Well, that's a time for you.
Yeah.
That is a time for you to get connection with an adult, a human. That's not a baby. And maybe have a coffee, maybe have a tea, just vent.
Yeah.
Or enjoy the kids playing without being interrupted.
Yeah.
When I had Zane, I had postpartum depression.
Did you not with Carson?
I did not. Carson, I had separation anxiety.
Yeah.
But I was so like, thank you. Like, I've been waiting for him my whole life, and I enjoyed every moment with Carson. I loved going to Strong Start. I loved just sitting. It was me and him.
Yeah.
It was me and him, like sitting in the high chair with him. When I had Zane, I had postpartum depression, and I was finding it very difficult. Nighttime, you know, Zane needed me, but Carson needed me to lay with him, and you wanted to do both. And I remember I wanted to bring Zane in to lay with Carson, but there's a jealousy thing that does happen, you know, and you'll find that too. My neighbor saved my life.
Really?
I'm not even kidding you. My neighbor saved my life. She would be like, "Come over, I'll make you coffee," like, and that connection meant everything to me.
Oh.
So I do like that you're doing that, because it's so important.
Definitely.
It's so important. I mean, kids, there's so much good, but there's so much that's difficult
Yeah.
on your mental health.
That really scares me about having another, because like I can't even. Mateo, for one, is attached to me. Like,
Yeah.
we are like entangled like this. So.
Which is wonderful.
It is. I love it.
It's wonderful. You wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, but bringing another baby into it, how does that even work?
It's hard for you, and it's hard for Mateo.
So
It's something that you guys have to adjust and adapt and figure out together. It is not easy. I will say, like, and this is something that I'm so happy that I did. I took 18 months maternity, but I went off work 8 weeks early so that I could have one-on-one time with Carson.
That's good.
Because I knew once I had Zane, that wouldn't exist as much. That was the best time for Carson and I to have that one-on-one time together and go to Strong Star and do all those fun things, because I knew my life would change and his life would change.
So yeah, I love that. I'm very blessed that I get to spend every day with Mateo, so I don't have to take any maternity leave. But
You'll figure it out.
so but now though, the bond between your children, are they still jealous of each other and they don't really like each other?
No. And I don't know if that is maybe being a single mom. There's so much love in a family, but it's us against the world.
Yeah, okay.
It is us against the world. It's Carson, Zane, and I. And when Carson has something, Zane goes. And when Zane has something, Carson goes. Like, we support each other. Don't get me wrong, they're boys. They fight, but they love each other. They stick up for each other. They cheer each other on. It's those moments that make, and you'll find those moments that make it worth it.
Okay, so that's good, right?
Yeah.
I love that. So that's like, I couldn't imagine, like I have a cousin, Steven. He's an only child.
Love him.
Yeah, he's the best.
He is so good with my kids. Good with kids in general. But
yeah, he's the godfather to my son.
In Vegas, he was so good with Carson and Zane. It's heartwarming.
It is. He's truly a sweet human being. He's an only child. So, and he has the closest relationship with his parents.
They're wonderful too.
It's insane. I look at him, I'm like, are you okay? Like, don't get me wrong.
But I hope my kids do that. I always wonder, like, are my kids gonna call me?
Yeah.
Are they?
They will. They definitely will.
Are they gonna remember that mom was there?
Definitely.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
I will say too, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
Don't have an ego. Don't. It's okay to be like, hey, can someone just bring me a coffee, or can, someone just don't be afraid.
Yeah. My thing is, like, when I had Mateo.
You didn't want it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't be around people.
Yeah.
I think I had postpartum depression, and when people were around, I got way too overstimulated. Like, if I was struggling to put him to sleep, and if somebody was there, I would cry twice as hard,
I was the same.
Yeah.
I was the same. It's almost like, I know this sounds bad, but you're like, can you not touch my baby? Can you just not hold him anymore? Can you just he's crying, can you just give it back to me?
Please.
Like,
yeah.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
I was the same way. And Carson, I think I needed it too, to be honest. I don't think it was all him. I would hold him to sleep. And I would just watch him.
Same. I still do. I still have to hold him to sleep.
That will and it doesn't last forever.
Exactly, yeah.
Those moments don't last forever. And I would say just enjoy them. With no guilt.
Yeah.
No guilt at all. I loved holding Carson to sleep. I loved breastfeeding. I breastfed for a very long time. It didn't matter. People are going to judge you no matter what.
Definitely.
You know what? And whether you do it this way or that way, someone is going to judge you, and just do it how you want to do it.
Yeah.
Do what makes your heart feel good.
Definitely.
It's your child. And I will say, a lot of people, and I mean, you probably face this too, think that they know your child better than you. They don't.
Mm-hmm. They don't.
You might have had that with your own child, but you know your child better than anybody else.
Definitely. Yes. I feel like there's always like a pressure for people wanting him to grow up too fast. I'm like, nah. No. Like, he's good. So I don't know how I'm gonna be with the second, because like, I feel like, I don't know if I want to call it possessive, but like, just like you said, like, I don't want people to touch my child.
Yeah.
And I had that for the longest time. Like, now I'm okay. Like, if Mateo wants
I can
to
tell
go
you're
off,
okay.
Yeah.
You're more relaxed now.
Yeah.
But I know what it's like to be you, and I know what it's like to feel that way.
Yeah. So, and like, so if I want both my babies, how does that even work? I don't know. It's a lot to think about. It's a lot.
Imagine Mateo just went and like smacked the baby. I remember Carson taking the car and rolling it right over Zane.
Oh my god. He has two cousins from my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and when he first met the baby, he like went up to her and like hugged her. I was like silently trying to kill her. But no, he loves babies so much. Like, obsessed.
I can see that.
Yeah. We kind of went off into talking about something else.
Have you enjoyed talking to me?
I did. I think it was great.
Good.
I think this is a really good episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we talked about a lot of things that people need to hear, or like need to talk about, or feel in themselves. But yeah, I think I'm so thankful for you coming on and taking your time to be here today. Get you a lip gloss. I'll bring you to Thanksgiving. You're like, this lip gloss. You're like, this is my payment.
No, I love that I got to be a part of it and part of your show.
I know. Thank you so much.
I really do. of this.
Yes, definitely.
We do need more of this. Being a mom is very special.
It is. It's so special.
And you don't understand it until you become a mom yourself.
Definitely.
Because it's your whole mind, body, and soul.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll do anything that you can to protect that child.
Definitely. And I think I'm obsessed with being a mother.
I'm totally obsessed. I am obsessed with my kid that's sick.
Yeah. I always thought, like, I don't have any sort of hobby or things that I'm passionate about, and then I had a baby.
You're born to be a mom.
Yeah. And it's just, I love it more than anything. And I complain, for sure, because it's hard as fuck
Of course.
sometimes. But, like, he's gone for, like, 4 hours.
You
and
miss him.
I'm like, where are you?
You can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Come through the door and a hug. I run when I'm about to see my kids again. Oh, my heart explodes, and it's fulfilled.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a love. You know, they always say it's a love that you won't know until you have your own child, and it's like, wow, I didn't know what true love was, and then that is true.
Yes, I think my ex-boyfriend's mother, I'm so close with her, and when I had Mateo, she messaged me and she said, now you know what true love is. Yeah. And I was like, you are so right.
You
it's
love
so
them
beautiful.
so much, it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. It's
really
a love
does.
that hurts.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to miss a moment.
Yeah.
I love being a mom.
Yeah, me too.
I love it. And I'm so glad that I get to experience that with you.
Me too. I'm so happy that, you and Alicia have kids. So both of the mics and the camera guy. But we want to thank you so much for listening to the show, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm so thankful for you for coming on. And
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it was a great episode, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. Bye.
Bye.